Hello everyone. So today we will be solving Leetcode problem 31, that is next permutation. So in here, a permutation of an array of integers is an arrangement of its members into a sequence or linear order. So we are given few examples here, like the next permutation of array 1 2 3 will be 1 3 2. So we are given few examples here. So let's try to understand this problem. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 as an array. Now let's find its next permutation. So our next permutation would be 1, 2, and as our array is in sorted order, all we got to do is swap these two elements. So we will get 1, 2, 4, 3, which would be our next permutation. So after that, let's try to find the next permutation for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now how do we do this? So the process would be, first we will find a decreasing subarray. So this would be our decreasing subarray. Then what we will do is we will see the left element of our decreasing subarray and we will swap it with the element just greater than this element in our decreasing subarray. So the left element would be 2 here and the element just greater than 2 in our decreasing subarray would be 3. So we would swap it with 3. And once we have done that, now we see that our decreasing subarray is still in decreasing order. So we would just reverse our decreasing subarray. So that would be 1, 3, 2, 4. So our next permutation would be 1, 3, 2, 4. Now let's find the next permutation for 1, 3, 2, 4. So we can notice that we don't have a decreasing subarray here, like 1, 3, 2, 4, like the elements. We don't have a decreasing subarray. So what we will do is we will just swap our these elements. So what we will get is 1, 3, 4, 2. So this would be our next permutation. Now let's try to understand this more and we will try to find the next permutation of 1, 3, 4, 2. So let's do this more. So now we can notice a decreasing subarray. So what we got to do is we need to find the left element and we have to swap it with the element just bigger than that element in our decreasing subarray. So in here we have got 4. So we would swap it with 4. Now what we will do? We will just reverse our decreasing subarray. So when we reverse it, we would get something like 1, 4, 2, 3. So this would be our next permutation. So let's try to find the next permutation for this one. Let's run through this again. So now as we can see, we don't have a decreasing subarray. We don't have a decreasing subarray. So what I will do is we will just swap these two. So we have got 1, 4, 3, 2. So now this would be our decreasing subarray. Now if we iterate again, like if we want to so this would be our next permutation. Now if we want to find the next permutation for this one for 3 2, let's do it one more time till we get 2 here, so that we would understand it completely, and then you can iterate for the for the permutation of 2's in the first place, then you can iterate for the permutations of 3. So let me just take it to the permutation of 2's. So when I will do like we will find the next iteration for this one. So when we will do this, we notice that we have got a decreasing subarray here. Now when we have a decreasing subarray, our leftmost like our left to that decreasing subarray would be 1. So let's swap it with just its larger element. So we would swap it with 2. Now you can see we have finally got 2 in the first place. So now what do is we reverse our decreasing subarray. We reverse our decreasing subarray. So this would be our next permutation, which is 2 1 3 4. Now you can further iterate for the twos place, and let's just write the code for this, as we have already iterated through the ones place like so many times. So I know that you can do it for the twos place, and then you can also do it for the threes and fours to understand it better. I would suggest that you dry run this so that you would understand it nicely. So we will go over to Leetcode and we will try to code this. So what we will do is, first we would see, like if for example my array is completely like this, it is just in the it is just in the decreasing way. So what we will do is, we don't have the next permutation for this one, so what we will return is, we would just reverse it and we can return this one. And if not, what we can do is, if we are getting any of these iterations, we just know the process, that we will first find our decreasing subarray. Like, we will first find our decreasing subarray, and once we have found our decreasing subarray, we would check the the left element to our decreasing subarray, and we will swap it with the element which is just greater than that element. And once we have swapped it, then we will reverse our decreasing subarray. So that would be it. Now let's move over to Leetcode and code this. We will start off from our last index of the array. Now we will check our decreasing subarray. So to get that, we will see if our I is greater than 0 and our nums of I minus 1 should be greater than equals to nums of I. And if it is, we will continue decreasing our index, and that is because we need to find the index of from where our decreasing subarray starts. So once we have found that, we will come out of the loop. Now in our I, we have the index from where our decreasing subarray starts. Now we will check if our I is smaller than 1. And if it is smaller than 1, then our whole array is in the decreasing format. That's why we can just reverse it. If our I is smaller than 1, else we will take another index from the last, and we are taking this index to determine to find out the element which should just be greater than the element left to our decreasing subarray. So we will see while nums of j would be smaller than equal to nums of I minus 1 till from the last, if we iterate, then we would just decrease our index till it is smaller than from I, our decreasing subarray starts. So from the exactly to the left of our decreasing subarray is the element that we need to swipe, and we need to swipe it with the element that is just greater than this. So we will continue our j loop till we find that element, till we get the till we have all the smaller elements. So once we find the element which is greater than it, we will just come out of the loop and we will swap it with j. So in I we have the decreasing subarray, so we will swap it with I minus 1, like the just left from our decreasing subarray. So in here we will just do nums of I minus 1 and nums of j. And now Once we have swapped it, what we will do is we will just reverse our decreasing subarray. So our decreasing subarray starts from I, so we would reverse it. Now let's run this and see if we have got any errors. So our test cases got accepted. Now let's submit it. Yeah, so that is pretty much it of how we solve this next permutation. So I'll see you in another video. Thank you for watching.